Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another monthly favorite, and today I'm going to be talking about some of my favorites of the month of January. And I pretty much only read like 4 books, but 3 of them actually I would say like it's my favorite ones. So getting started, I'm going to talk about Legendary. And this is a book that is a sequel to The Carvel. It brought back most of my favorite characters from the other book. It brought back Legend, Scarlet, Jillian, and pretty much everybody. And it actually stepped up a new level of a game playing in a carnival-ish type of way. But it pretty much took more into a different kind of world. And I actually love the world building. And I pretty much really enjoyed the new main character focused on the little sister in the book. And if you haven't read this book or Carvel yet, I do have a book review on Carvel on this channel, just in case you want to check that one out. And do check soon, because I will have a much more detailed review on Legendary coming up, so do stay tuned for that one. The next book I'm going to talk about is The Children of Blood and Bone. And I heard so much things about this one and how good it was, and pretty much what brought me to wanting to read this one, because I like the whole idea of like myths and like a little bit of Black Panther going on type of thing. And I originally started reading this last year, a few pages, but then I had to return it for the library and it was due already and I couldn't borrow it anymore. So pretty much I decided that I'm gonna pick it up and just buy it myself. So pretty much I started as an ebook, but I enjoyed it so much and then got it as a physical copy. And I gotta say, it was so good. There's like a lot of action, strong female characters, there's a lot of magical elements, but more with like a African twist to it. And I also love the main character, how pretty much the kind of powers that she has, which is kind of like totally different than most of the powers I would see. I see a lot of fire elements, a lot of electricity type of thing, but this one's more like you can talk to the dead type of thing. And I also like the fact that there's also other strong characters that was also in it in the way that it was built. And I just really love the writing style. I really like the way that it was written, and I also love the author. So pretty much I hope to see more of this series, and maybe like a movie or a series maybe coming to Netflix instead of the theaters, just because I felt like it pretty much would seem cool. So anyway, if you have read this book, let me know in the comments below what you thought about it. And I am actually looking forward to talking this book in detail in another video, so do stay tuned for that one. And the final book that I'm going to talk about is Hero at the Fall. And I just finished this one yesterday and I couldn't put this down once I saw it. And I read it like in a few days and pretty much it was really good. But then again, I read that fast all the time, so why not? And if you haven't heard of Hero at the Fall, this is the 3rd book and final book in the series of Revel of Sands. And if you haven't read the 1st book or the 2nd book, I do have book reviews on this channel, so do check that one out. And if you like genies, like a Western vibe meets Aladdin, and strong female characters who pretty much kind of like move the earth, move the sands, it's kind of like that one. And I thought the series so far, the way how it ended, it was perfect. I thought I was really satisfied with the ending, and I felt like it was way more funnier than the other books. But then again, all 3 books are always funny. They have a lot of comedic moments. So if you like that in books that has a mixture of romance, action, but also some comedic characters that pretty much keeps it going along, it's good. So that's pretty much all of my favorites of the last month. Let me know in the comments below some of the books that you read last month and what are some of your favorites. And if you have read any of these books that I mentioned today, do let me know in the comments below, because I'd love to hear about that. And if you want to see more monthly favorites coming up and also want to hear more about these books in detail, do subscribe, because I'd love to have you there. So until next time, keep on reading.